Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about multi-staging in refrigeration, multi-staging in vapor compression refrigeration. Simply we know that जो simple refrigeration system होता है that is a two pressure system एंड हम कंपाउंडिंग क्यों करते हैं, वाई कंपाउंडिंग इज रिक्वायर्ड, वाई मल्टी स्टेजिंग रिक्वायर्ड। किसी भी कंडीशन में कभी कभी क्या होता है कि प्रेशर ऑफ द इवेपोरेटर ड्यू टू वेरी लो टेम्परेचर इन इवेपोरेटर और वेरी हाई टेम्परेचर इन कंडेंसर, प्रेशर रेशियो जो होगा वो अगर बढ़ जाएगा, if pressure ratio increases due to very low pressure in evaporator and due to very high pressure in condenser, in that case if pressure ratio become more than 4 or 5, then work done in compression process increases and cooling effect also decreases. So overall जो performance होगा system का single stage vapor compression system का, that will decrease due to decrease in cooling effect and increase in work done in compression process. So overall performance index will decrease. That's why multi-staging is required. So multi-stage VCRS system. So now starting VCRS system, vapor compression refrigeration system, multi-stage. Why it is required? So what is the effect of multi-staging? अगर हम टू प्रेशर सिस्टम से हम थ्री प्रेशर सिस्टम मीन्स अगर हम इंटरमीडिएट प्रेशर भी हम यूज करते हैं, देन वी कैन इनहेंस परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ सिस्टम. सो फर्स्ट वी सी व्हाई हाउ ड्यू टू हाई प्रेशर राइज, प्रेशर डिफरेंस ज्यादा होगा. अगर प्रेशर डिफरेंस सपोज हियर वी कैन सी दिस इज ए पीएच डायग्राम, this is a pH diagram and simply draw a cycle. This is a pH diagram and what will impact on the rising of pressure. Stage 1, we know that this is a isentropic process. Compression process is isentropic process. Compression process is isentropic process. And suppose we take two pressure. This is a pressure P2, P1 and P2, and this isentropic lines, slope of the isentropic lines decreases as we moving up and up. So we are going, because it is increasing in such a way that enthalpy, because these lines are enthalpy lines, here enthalpy, here as we move for right direction, जैसे जैसे हम दूर जाएंगे एंथैल्पी बढ़ेगा, तो जो हमारा वर्क डन होगा H2 माइनस H1, जिससे हमारा H2 माइनस H1 ये होता है कंप्रेसर वर्क, दिस विल इंक्रीज. अगर यहाँ पर हम प्रेशर को कम कर दें, प्रेशर का हमारा यहाँ कम होता है, तो ये वर्क डन हमारा कहाँ पर होता है H2, ये फाइनल जो हमारा होता है H2 डैश होता है. So due to rise of the pressure, this one is a P2 and this one is a P2 dash. अगर हम प्रेशर को बढ़ा रहे हैं तो this isentropic compression line is moving away from this is a saturation curve, this is a saturation line and this is a critical point Cp and this is a saturation vapor saturation line. So it is moving away from the vapor saturation line. That's why due to increase of pressure, work done will increase during compression process. To reduce the work done, what we have to do? हमें वर्क डन को कम करने के लिए, जो कंप्रेसर वर्क को कम करने के लिए क्या करना होगा? We have to use intermediate pressure by using various processes, flash gas removal, flash intercooler system. In this way, we can reduce work done. So here, because you know that अगर हम यहाँ से कंप्रेशन कर रहे हैं, यहाँ से अगर हम this is process 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There is no any impact. अगर हम प्रेशर को बढ़ा रहे हैं तो यहाँ पर कूलिंग इफेक्ट भी कम हो रही है. ये अर्लियर प्रेशर था, यहाँ से अगर हम आइसेंथैल्पिक एक्सपेंशन करेंगे तो you will get 4 dash 5 dash. So we are increasing pressure and we are here, work done is increasing and cooling effect is decreasing. So now when increasing pressure to P2, P2 dash to P2, cooling effect remaining H1 minus H5. Earlier it was H1 minus H5 dash. So there are two effects of the increasing pressure. One is a increase of the work done in compression process. Second is decrease of cooling effect. And you know COP क्या होता है? COP equal to cooling effect. Cooling effect, cooling effect upon work done. So by increasing pressure ratio, pressure ratio अगर P1 P2 by P1 अगर 4 to 5 है या उससे ज्यादा है, so in that case work done will increase and cooling effect will decrease. So COP यहाँ पे cooling effect कम हो रहा है, going down and ये going up. Work done going up and cooling effect going down. So overall COP will decrease in both cases. That's why how to increase COP by using multi-staging. That's why if pressure ratio, this pressure ratio P2 by P1 is equal, greater or equal to 4 or 5, 4 to 5, then we go for multi-staging. There is no any advantage of using two pressure system for the vapor compression refrigeration system. If pressure ratio increases more than 4 to 5, then we have only choice to go for the multi-stage vapor compression refrigeration. So how there are number of ways. Here one of the most convenient and one of the most important way of providing intercooling, that is a flash gas removal intercooling. Flash gas removal. So first we draw a schematic and then by using TF diagram we will describe how it is working, and then we also calculate mass and energy balance for this system. So let us add another screen. So now first we draw a diagram. Starting from the evaporator, this is the evaporator. This is the expansion valve. This is also expansion valve. First expansion valve. This one is an intercooler. Here we maintain intermediate pressure PI. So starting from here, this stage will be 2, 3 and it will make a 4. When 2 and 3, this one is a compressor 1 and this one is a compressor 2 and this is a condenser. So now drying, this is a stage, starting from here, compressor will take vapor from here, from evaporator 1, and after compressing it become 2, high pressure gas and high temperature gas. So here from the intercooler another stream that we will take M, small m. will mix, and total mass we will take 1 kg. For simplicity, we take that 1 kg mass is flowing. जो working fluid is a refrigerant यहाँ पर है, we are taking only 1 kg. So here one, this is a flash gas removal. This is a flash gas removal. I will explain here how it work. So first 4 and now it is a 5, condition 5, and after condenser it becomes 6, and after evaporator it becomes 7, and here it will take 8, and from another expansion wall it becomes 9. So same thing we can first withdraw here. Mass will be m, small m, no 1 minus m, because already we have taken out m gas is taken out from the flash gas removal. This one is a flash gas removal, and draw a pH diagram. Take more space here. pH diagram. This is a pH diagram, and draw cycle here, pH cycle. State 1. From here compression will start, and this is a final pressure P2. This is a final pressure P2 and P1. So we have to maintain here by using flash gas removal, flash intercooler. We will take a medium intermediate pressure. So here we have to use because we have to use two compressor 1 and compressor 2. So from here to here, let us starting compression process, and at this stage, this is stage 2, and here extreme, here we will take intermediate pressure. This is intermediate pressure PI. We have to take PI, and at 3 point, stream from the intermediate flash gas removal, some amount of vapor coming from the chamber will mix with 2, and due to mixing temperature will go down. And we reach a state 4. Now next compression will start from 4 to this point, 4 to 5 and 6, and then 7, 8, then 9. This is a final. So in this process you can see cooling effect is also increasing because due to intercooling here. Now from this block diagram you can see what is happening here. From evaporator we take 1 minus m mass of the liquid here, and we come 1 minus m, because after expansion wall liquid will convert into vapor, low pressure vapor in evaporator, and from here 1 totally it will be here we see here that it is totally in saturated vapor form, and here first compressor vapor reaching in saturated vapor form, and it is compressed to state 2. If it is intermediate pressure, up to intermediate pressure we compress it up to state 2. Up to state 2 we compress it, state 2. Then from here, because some flash gas is developing here, due to intermediate pressure we are expanding refrigerant, liquid refrigerant. So some liquid will form and some gas. That gas will be removed from here, and this gas again met with the high temperature, high pressure vapor, refrigerant vapor, and temperature will go down because these are temperature lines. You see here in pH diagram how temperature line can be defined. These are temperature lines. This is temperature 1 T1. This is temperature 2 T2. Temperature 2 T2. This is temperature 3. Temperature 3 T3, and this is temperature 5. Temperature 5. You can see here T5. So as we move here, all temperatures are increasing. So from 2 to 3, when 2, if stream 2 will mix with stream 3, temperature will go down. Temperature is going down at low temperature. At decreased temperature, we compress here again. We compress here again up to by using second compressor. From second compressor, we are compressing here from 4 to 5. From 4 to 5, we are compressing here, and finally we reach up to the 5. Then from 5 in condenser process. Condenser, high temperature, high pressure gas will condenser will at a constant temperature condenser transform some heat to the surrounding, because यहाँ पर due to this condenser phase transformation occurring. So high temperature, high pressure gas will condense here. You can see from here to here, high temperature, high pressure gas will be condensed here, totally reaching up to 6. This is totally liquidous, because here some vapor, some liquid will be there at this point, totally in liquid form. And from 6 to 7, this is the expansion valve. From 6 to 7, this high pressure, high temperature liquid will be expanded through this expansion valve. So in this stage, totally some pressure will go down, because here in this process you can see from 6 to 7 pressure is going down, and phase transformation is also occurring. High pressure liquid converted into low pressure liquid, and in this process some vapor will also form. So this vapor we directly bypass from here. Otherwise, if this vapor will go into evaporator efficiency will go down. That's why this vapor is bypassed from this intercooler to the main stream, so that only vapor will be compressed in second compressor. So this low temperature vapor will mix with high temperature vapor, so temperature T4 will go down. You can see this is temperature T4. T4 is less than T2. T4 is less than T2. So due to mixing of low temperature and high temperature vapor, final temperature will be 4 T4, and this temperature T4. This is a T3 line. This is a T3, and this one is a T4. T4 is less than T2. T4 is less than T2. T4 is less than T2. So this low temperature, because now in this process work done will be reduced. Instead of using, अगर ये हमने इंटरमीडिएट प्रेशर नहीं किया, दिस लाइन विल गो हियर, एंड ये जो हमारा टेम्परेचर मिलता है 5 डेज, जो पॉइंट मिलता है 5 डेज हमारा जो होता है H5 डेज ग्रेटर देन H5. तो इस केस में अगर हमने इसको इंटरमीडिएट कूलिंग, इंटरमीडिएट कंप्रेशन नहीं किया होता, तो इसका जो वर्क डन होता है H वो ज्यादा होता, बिकॉज H5 डेज ग्रेटर देन H5. So we are reducing work done, and here you can see from 6 to 7 and from 7 to 8. From 7 to 8, further temperature reduces from 7 to 8. Here at constant temperature, we are completely changing. Here because we are taking only liquid. Gas is removed from here. So here it will reach from 7 to 8, totally liquid. You can see gas, when gas is removed from here, so this is only liquid. So liquid form you will find at this point. This is complete liquid point. तो इन दिस केस अगर हम 8 to 9 अगर एक्सपेंशन करेंगे तो कूलिंग इफेक्ट बढ़ जाएगा कंपेयर टू 7 to 3. अगर हम 7 पॉइंट पर अगर इवेपोरेटर को हम ये भेजेंगे तो हमारा जो कूलिंग इफेक्ट होगा कम होगा कंपेयर टू 9 to 1. 9 to 1, H1 minus H9 is greater than H3 minus H7. So यहाँ पर ड्यू टू इंटरमीडिएट कूलिंग, इंटरमीडिएट प्रेशर की वजह से अगर हमने 2 कंप्रेसर यूज किया है, ड्यू टू इंटरमीडिएट प्रेशर we are decreasing work done, and simultaneously we are increasing cooling effect. H1 minus H9. H1 minus H9 is greater than H3 minus H7. H3 minus H7. Due to this intermediate pressure and using 2 compressor instead of using 1 compressor. So this is a beauty of the using मल्टी कंप्रेशन सिस्टम। मल्टी कंप्रेशन सिस्टम का क्या यूज है? नाउ यू कैन सी फ्रॉम द डायग्राम दैट बाय यूजिंग इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग टू प्रेशर सिस्टम, अगर हमने थ्री प्रेशर सिस्टम यूज किया है, यहाँ पर हमने इंटरमीडिएट प्रेशर भी यूज कर लिया, देन व्हाट इज अल्टीमेट इम्पैक्ट? वर्क डन इज लेस and cooling effect is more, so COP will increase. COP will increase due to multi-staging. Now let us see what is energy balance equation. For finding out how we can use energy balance equation, you can see from here we will apply energy balance equation in this region. We can apply energy balance equation in this region. So you can see here S6 is incoming steam, so and mass is 1 kg, so 1 into S6 इक्वल टू m, यहां से m जा रहा है m इंटू H3, यहां पर देखिए m कहां पर मीट कर रहा है? H3, यहां पर जो हमारा H3 होगा जो कि टोटली वेपर फॉर्म में है, m इंटू H3 प्लस यहां पर कितना बाहर निकल रहा है? H8, 1 माइनस m इंटू H8। अब इसको हम बैलेंस कर लेंगे, लेट अस इसको हम रिमूव कर देते हैं, तो S6 इक्वल टू S6 H6 इक्वल टू m इंटू H3 प्लस 1 माइनस m इंटू H8। हमने यहां पर एनर्जी बैलेंस लिया। देखिए यहां पर जो एंथैल्पी कंडीशन क्या है? S6 है एंड मास इज 1 kg, 1 इंटू S6। अब यहां पर ये 1 इंटू M6 आ रहा है, डिवाइडिंग टू टू स्ट्रीम, 1 इज m एंड 1 इज 1 माइनस m। यहां पर एंथैल्पी कितनी है? H8 है। तो ओनली एनर्जी बैलेंस इक्वेशन हमने अप्लाई किया, फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन। सो S6 नाउ बैलेंसिंग दिस वन, S6 इक्वल टू m इंटू H3 प्लस H8 माइनस m इंटू H8। सो S6 माइनस H8 इक्वल टू m F3 minus H8. So from here you can find out what is mass that is taken, that is a mass क्या है? हमने यहाँ पर देखो जो वेपर, जो हमने वेपर यहाँ से बाईपास किया, ये वेपर कितना है क्वांटिटी में है? S6 minus H8 upon H3 minus H8. This is a mass that we have to find out by using this energy balance equation, and rest of things are as usual, जैसे कि आपने सिंगल वेपर कंप्रेशन साइकिल में यूज किया है। अगर आपको मास मिल गया है देन यू कैन गेट एवरीथिंग। अगर आपको वर्क डन निकालना, अब इसे यहाँ पर कूलिंग इफेक्ट निकालना है, कूलिंग इफेक्ट कितनी होगी? Q इक्वल टू 1 माइनस m, जो कि मास यहाँ पर फ्लो कर रहा है यहाँ पर, एंड H1 माइनस H9, ये हो गया हमारा कूलिंग इफेक्ट। एंड COP वर्क डन कितना होगा? W1 प्लस W2, दो कंप्रेसर हमने यूज किया, कंप्रेसर 1 एंड कंप्रेसर 2। तो कंप्रेसर 1 का W1 कितना होगा? यहाँ पर तो मास कितना फ्लो हो रहा है? 1 माइनस m ही फ्लो कर रहा है, 1 माइनस m इंटू H2 माइनस H1 एंड प्लस सेकेंड में पूरा मास फ्लो कर रहा है 1 kg into H5 minus H4. So these are equation. By using these equation, COP you can find out. COP equal to क्या होगा? QE upon total W. So ये जो है by using this equation, QE क्या हमारा रेफ्रिजरेशन इफेक्ट है, जो कि 1 माइनस m मास यहाँ फ्लो हो रहा है। So by using these equations, some simply जो है generally you will not find question to solve for multi-stage because question become very large. Simply question will arise whether it is in competitive examination, whether in your academic examination. Question generally asked to define how multi-stage vapor compression system work and what are advantages and disadvantages of using multi-staging. तो यहाँ पर जो disadvantage almost nothing because initial जो cost होगा because using two compressor system इनिशियल कास्ट बढ़ेगा, कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी थोड़ा सा बढ़ेगी। अदरवाइज अगर हम सिंगल स्टेज यूज करेंगे तो जो बल्कि हैवी कंप्रेसर यूज करना पड़ेगा एंड इट विल बी more costly, long run में ज्यादा costly होगा, more energy will be consumed. So it is always advantageous to use a multi compression system if pressure ratio is more than 5. अगर प्रेशर रेशियो P2 by P1 5 से ज्यादा होता है तो फिर आप मल्टी स्टेज यूज करेंगे, अदरवाइज सिंगल स्टेज ही आप यूज करेंगे अगर 4 या 5 से कम है। In that case, so this is a very simple working. These are the questions only to define how to find out cooling effect and COP and work done in overall compression process. Because here we are using two compressors, so work done by using compressor 1 and compressor 2 both are added. So total work done will be W first and W second. 1 minus M H2 minus H1. No, 1 minus M H2 minus H1 that is work done and plus 1 kg, यहाँ पर तो 1 kg हो गया, दोनों मिक्स होकर 1 kg होगा, 1 kg अब हो जाएगा H5 minus H4 और जो कूलिंग इफेक्ट होगा यहाँ पर देखिए जो मास यहाँ पर आ रहा है इवेपोरेशन कितना आ रहा है 1 minus M आ रहा है तो 1 minus M H1 minus H2। अब यहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम तो एक एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज यहीं से आपको मालूम हो रहा है टू मेंटेन मास फ्लो रेट यहाँ पर कम हो रहा है इवेपोरेटर में, लेकिन मास फ्लो रेट कम हो रहा है तो कूलिंग इफेक्ट भी तो बढ़ रही है बिकॉज कूलिंग इफेक्ट आपने देखा था पीएच डायग्राम में कूलिंग इफेक्ट जो रेंज हो रही है बढ़ रही है। तो यहाँ पर मास इफेक्ट जो मास फ्लो रेट जो कम हो रहा है उसको हम कंपेंसेट कर रहे हैं बाय इंक्रीजिंग कूलिंग इफेक्ट। कूलिंग इफेक्ट की रेंज इंक्रीज हो रही है ड्यू टू इंटरकूलिंग। So that is a way you can describe. There are other processes also with small minor modification. Flash intercooler, water intercooler systems are there. So once you will able to understand this concept, you can also apply this concept to other systems which also use other processes for the maintaining intercooling and intermediate pressure. That's I think sufficient. And if you like it, please subscribe. And you can also ask me to prepare a video lecture of your choice in which topic you want to discuss with me. Thank you very much for watching.